It's Madden NFL 23, and all eyes are on the reigning MVP, Aaron Rodgers. There were no problems for him last week, going over 350 passing yards. It's the Panthers and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 23 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watson. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A give to Gibson running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. McCann's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter. It's Taylor Heineke.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
The numbers for Williams a week ago. 13 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Heineke to throw it. Finding Williams on the check down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and it blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill in for a loss.
He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Jamal Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
A 10-play drive that time. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's taken on the 25. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 44. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. Got a man. It's London. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Throwing. Heineke. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, That's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. First down, Heineke. This complete to David Bell. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Bell, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays. And David Bell closed things out with a touchdown catch. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
87 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Looking to throw, Heineke. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now we give up the middle to Williams. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Heineke now. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Heineke. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Saints. Darren Waller, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On first down, Rodgers. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
That's complete. It's Bell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That's complete right around the 8. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Heineke. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, and it's the Texans who are out in front. Russell Wilson with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They start the second half here with Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's got it to the 43 here. On 2nd down, Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Heineke. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw is Heineke. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Rodgers. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Justin Watson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Here comes Nelson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
This pass is caught by London. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 140 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Heineke and Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Aguara complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Tyler Lockett. 66 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Heineke on 1st down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Heineke to throw it. And complete once again to Watson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Heineke toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Heineke again. He finds Watson complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. On play action, Heineke. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they go play action. Now Heineke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Jesse Bates. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. To throw again on second down. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Again, they run with Edmonds. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Justin Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best
to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Heineke. He finds Watson. It's gone. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Heineke. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Heineke on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taylor Heineke. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And he'll find Gibson here complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. One final try now for Rodgers. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory.